fresh out of the shower. I've dried my hair yet, but a few people had spoke to me that I haven't, I've done a few little videos, but I haven't done an in-depth video of using the Clean Up Your Act sonic cleansing brush. So I'm just going to do a quick cleanse. Always do a double cleanse. I don't always double cleanse in the morning, depending on how my skin's feeling, but as I've just got out of the shower, so I've already had a quick wash in there, I'm going to do like my second cleanse now and show you the function of this and talk about it in a little bit of detail. So a sink of hot water, well, warm to hot, not too hot. You don't want too much heat on the skin, because a lot of heat on the skin can just break up the tiny little capillaries under your skin, which leads to what we call leaking capillaries. Just sitting under the skin that can cause that redness that you don't want. But you do want some heat to open the pores. Mine already be quite open from the shower and all the steam, but you want open pores, damp skin for a cleanse, and then the cleanser can get in quite deep. So I'm using Be Gone, but obviously use your favourite cleanser or cleanser of choice. And I'm just going to briefly do a cleanse to show you the function of the All Clean. So, a normal cleanse with your upwards and outwards circular motions, get in all them little bits that are hard to get to. So the good thing about our silicone cleansing brush is that it just works on ultrasonic waves and vibrations. So it doesn't have any sort of like rotating heads, so as we lack of collagen when we get older, so there's no risk of like skin dragging and skin sagging and things like that with that. So you take your All Clean, and obviously you'll have read that it's got the two functions. So with it being the silicone soft bristles, they don't hold the bacteria, so they are easily cleaned. It doesn't have multiple heads, you don't need to get confused with what's what. So it's basically just the center button and then your plus and minus for the vibrations that you like. I quite like it quite fast, because I feel like it gives me a deeper clean. So I'll show you, and you can hear the vibration of it, and then when it kind of stops. So turn it on, and then I tend to turn it right up. So I go in circular motions in one area first, and then you'll hear it maybe does a little beat, and you know to move to the next area of skin. So while vibrating, because the bristles aren't necessarily scrubbing the skin as such, but what's happening is, there you go, it's beeped again. Well, beeped as such, but I don't know, vibrate. What's happening is the vibration and the bristles is encouraging what's clogged in the pores to come out quite gently. There was my other vibrate, so I'm going to go up here. So it encourages everything to come out quite gently while giving a deep clean, and it's getting that massaging done of the deep tissue and fatty layer underneath that stimulates collagen production. So that's that part done. So that's your cleanse done. You could take off your cleanser now. But then what I tend to do is use the rejuvenation function, which is where this one makes us very different to any of the other ones on the market as well. So you press it twice and you'll see a little light come on. I don't know if you can see it there, but basically what we do is we just slowly run it over what we deem to be our problem areas. Now for me, it's definitely my frown lines and forehead. That's where I feel like I'm aging the most. Now you can do this function separately on its own, or even with one of the soft non-setting masks. There, that's just beeped at me to move again. So even like maybe the non-setting masks, you can use this rejuvenation section, and what it's doing is the ultrasonic, the sonic waves, you can't feel anything, but they're pulsating down deeply into the skin, and what they're doing is so I suppose like Botox will go under and relax that muscle underneath to make the frown lines and fine lines on top. It's just done all its vibrate, so it's finished. To make those appear less deep, and I always feel like after I've done it that does feel a bit less. So I do that function with the cleanse as well. So now I'm going to take my cleanser off, just to make it a bit of a quicker facial really. But obviously if you're wanting a longer relaxing facial, then you can do that, you can do the cleanse function twice, because that goes for 1 minute with 15-second impulses on the different areas. But obviously you can do like a double cleanse with it and get a really deep clean if you feel like you really clogged pores and you really want a deep clean in there. But don't mind my wild eyebrows, I'm ready for lockdown to be over. But I always feel super duper clean when I've done it, and I just always feel like these don't look as deep because of that. The sonic pulses have relaxed those muscles underneath, which has therefore made that less intense, and that's what I like about it. That's what I think gives it the edge over a lot of the other cleansing brushes on the market. And then that's so easily clean with I just pop on a bit of antibacterial soap and run it under my hot tap, and because it's silicone it stays quite antibacterial as well. So it doesn't contain anything that it drags off your skin, or any of the dirt and germs and stuff. It's fully waterproof, so it can be used in the shower, under the shower and everything like that. It won't you know, get in there anyway and damage anything. And from one charge, which I think your first charge you went on for a couple of hours, you've got 150 hours use, I think it was. Considering it's on for a minute or two at a time, it's got one of the longer lasting batteries too. So I'm going to go and treat the rest of my skin, and thank you for listening to me babble.